My sixth goal was I will adhere to the master schedule. This means I will believe in and follow the master schedule as it stands at a given time, and all tasks will be done well with a cheerful spirit out of gratitude. So this is my 3-week follow-up to that goal, and I want to talk about how it's been going. Thank you for being here. My name is David, and this is From the Back Burner. The point of From the Back Burner is for me to share my goals that I've been putting on the back burner and then follow up with them and be consistent and share with you how they're going, because that just gives me a little bit of extra accountability than I would have just to myself. And it's been super helpful so far having this channel. So thank you for being here. Check out my other goals and please subscribe. 3 weeks into goal 6 have been, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've actually been every day able to check off that I've been doing this goal, with the exception of 1 day out of 3 weeks. The very first week that I did this goal, there was 1 day where it was just such an out of the normal kind of scheduled day. It was a weekend, it was a Saturday, that I think I just didn't do enough from my list to check off that I was adhering to this. And so that's the 1 day. But every single other day, I'm 7 out of 7, 7 out of 7, and 6 out of 7. So I'm really happy about those 3 weeks for goal 6, especially since this is a really important goal for me. If you go back to my original video where I introduced this, I spent a lot of time discussing why it's so important. Being a responsible, dutiful person is just an important aspect of who I want to be. When I think of who do I respect in the world, the people I respect their duties and responsibilities, and they are steadfast, consistent, competent, reliable people. And so that's kind of, what I'm aspiring to be and to build up in myself. And goal 6 is a huge piece of that path. And so the fact that I've been able to be so consistent with it for 3 weeks is really encouraging. And I've also, if you look at the original sheet that I had here, it's got these things on it that I want to check off. That's right there. You can see that 1 day I just didn't do as much. I've now added a few more rows, and I've left some blanks down here where I can add in some of the things from the monthly schedule. So I don't have to even look at this paper that often. I can just take what's on here, put it onto the weekly, and actually see what monthly thing is needing to be done this particular week. And I'm getting a little bit sharper and more efficient with how I handle these lists. And, that's just a cool side effect. But as far as doing things cheerfully, doing them well, I have been doing things well. I've had a high standard for how I'm doing these things. With cleaning the kitchen, I'm not cutting corners. With making the bed and stuff, I'm not being sloppy about it. I'm being diligent, focused. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. And as far as being cheerful about it, I could probably be better at that. Not that I've had a bad attitude, but I do think intentionally being more cheerful would be a healthy thing. It would help bring more fulfillment to it, because there's nothing better than doing something that you're responsible for doing and doing it cheerfully, gladly, and doing it well. That's all part of a solid, attractive work ethic. And so that's what I'm going for. So moving forward, I think it's more the attitude that I want to help build up. But as far as getting the things done and checking them off, it's been great. And I can't say that that our home looks crazy better, because it's little things that are better. And I think that's really the whole point. Nothing's getting out of control or crazy. Whereas before, like the kitchen, for example, it could go a couple days without being fully attended to just because of life, and then it just looks bad and it makes you feel worse when you see it. So the fact that every day we go to bed with a clean kitchen, that little thing makes a big difference as time goes on. So little things like that, but all over with all the things, with the bathroom, with the bed, with the dresser area where it could get messy, things like that have been really just a reflection of competence that I'm seeing that helps me have a little bit more confidence in myself and a little bit more respect for myself. So that's exciting. But, moving forward, it's the attitude that I want to work on. And that's really all there is to it. I'm happy to report 3 successful weeks, and I'll have another follow-up after 6 weeks. I really encourage you to subscribe and look at the original goal for this. It's in this playlist. And just to be here with me for my next follow-up and other follow-ups, all that good stuff. So thank you again, and I'll see you at the next checkpoint.